where we've been, I had a few more slides here. So we have also deployed this technology in some of the island countries in the Pacific. This is particularly when disaster strikes. Professor Slim talked about the need for mission-critical communications when disasters such as subsea cable fiber breaks or earthquakes or tornadoes hit. In this case, this was when the volcanic eruption happened on the island of Tonga and the subsea fiber cable was damaged. And in the process of bringing that up, the entire island lost connectivity for a number of months, and they lost all outage to basic relief services. So we quickly brought up a couple of these links for an operator called Digicel in the region, and you can see the installer sort of installing this terminal on this tower here. And then similarly, I don't know why there are so many subsea fiber cable cuts around the world. There was another one that happened around the same time in the Caribbean islands. We worked with an operator called Liberty Networks who lays hundreds of thousands of kilometers of subsea fiber. When they had a subsea fiber break, we were able to go in and help restore connectivity while they were repairing that fiber cable. And this is a deployment that we've done with Professor Slim's team from Cass University in the Middle East. We were, I believe, the first to deploy these links in the technology in the region. And this was specifically for islands, connecting the mainland to an island about 2.5 kilometers away, and more recently up to 19 kilometers away. And earlier this year, we also launched in the US with an operator called T-Mobile. We provide 5G high-capacity backhaul to temporary events that are popping up and emergency support as and when disaster strikes. Now I want to take you to Africa, where we've been working over the past several years, not only rolling out the technology for these various use cases that you just saw, but solving for various connectivity challenges with innovative business models and partnerships and distribution. And this builds on Dr. Gupta's talk about the PM1A distribution model. So in 2019, we looked to Africa to solve some of the hardest to reach areas. How do you deliver truly abundant and affordable internet to underserved communities that are otherwise not able to come online? And we wanted to innovate not only in the tech, but also the partnership and the distribution model and the business model that would make the technology benefits accessible to people who need it the most. And what we witnessed from working in some of these communities is that improved access to high-speed, reliable, affordable internet really breeds entrepreneurship. And this is an example of a community called Pipeline in Nairobi, Kenya. And you can see what happened when we delivered high-speed internet to a community and what came about in the community after that. If you could play the third video.
This is Pipeline, a thriving, densely packed Nairobi neighbourhood bustling with hawkers, young families and traders. This is where you grew up?
Yeah, I was raised in this place.
There are no public schools here, there's limited access to running water and no rubbish collection. But there is one service you can get.
There's schools that are selling like brand new smartphones.
Yeah,
Thanks to local residents like Elias and some radical new technology from further afield, more and more people are getting online. The internet has altered life beyond recognition for its 5.4 billion current users. It has democratized information and produced staggering fortunes, while also emboldening some of the worst aspects of humanity, a breeding ground for abuse and exploitation. As the tech world expands its digital frontier, in 5 years, another billion people will be online, here in Kenya and across the developing world. I'm Professor Hannah Fry, mathematician and writer. I want to know how the internet revolution will unfold for the next billion online, and whether it's big tech or users who have the most to gain.
spoiler. You'll just have to watch the rest of the documentary for what happens next. I'm going to give you a little bit of spoiler alert. So that gentleman that Professor Hannah Fry was walking down with is one of our internet resellers. He is an entrepreneur in the neighborhood of Pipeline, Nairobi, and he owns a small shop. And when he got access to the internet that was brought into the community with Taara and our partner, Liquid Telecom and POA Internet, an ISP operating in the region, he started participating in the solution building. So he took a $10 connection that the ISP was providing to his shop, and then he split it off into 10 connections, 20 connections, 50 connections. And a lot of entrepreneurs like him started to emerge out of the community, and that's where we got the idea to actually develop a software platform that then helps these internet users to effectively resell the bandwidth to everyone in their community. So if you're a shop owner, we help set up that shop venue as a Wi-Fi hotspot, and the entrepreneur would then sell, along with his chai or his services, data bundles that are affordable for anyone in the community. And the way that we work is we break down the data bundle that the ISP is providing into affordable bite-sized chunks that reaches even the lowest income segments of the community. And we've rolled this out in Ghana as well as Kenya, and now operating with another group of partners called Community Networks. And if you want to play the last video, this film will tell you a little bit more about what community networks are.
Technology is not only a tool that takes people online, but also to open up spaces for people to feel that there is a sense of belonging, and there is a sense of getting opportunity.